Hey Booktube, I'm MK of MK Reads 26. I wanted to introduce myself and talk about my bookish goals for 2025. I've been a book talker for a year now, and it's been a really rewarding and fun experience that has brought me some great friendships, some great recommendations, and even a trip to Ireland with Kristen and Maddie and the Sisterhood Book Club. I'm a lifelong reader, and I love meeting other lifelong readers, people who are new to reading, and people who have just found it again. My first bookish goal of 2025 is to read 52 books, so one book per week on average. That was the goal that I set for myself in 2024, and I ended up reading 100 books. I don't really set a reading goal to find motivation to read, I just kind of like tracking it. I track my reading on Goodreads and Fable currently. I'm curious about Storygraph too, so let me know if that's something I should look into. My second bookish goal of 2025 is to read through at least a good chunk of my physical TBR. I love getting book recommendations from my friends, online, from the bookstore itself, but I'm going to try in 2025 to focus on the books that I already own before buying a bunch more. We'll see how that goes. I seem to be addicted to thriftbooks.com. I read across all genres really, but mostly I read fantasy, sci-fi, lit fic, some horror thrown in there, but really fantasy is what feels like home to me. So when people recommend great fantasy books and series, I can't help but pick up those books too. I'll do my best on this one. My third bookish goal of 2025 is to write more in-depth reviews of the books that I am reading, whether it's on Goodreads or elsewhere. I started out 2024 taking a lot of notes on the books that I was reading, and then after a certain point last year, I just felt like reading instead of taking the notes as I went along, and now I wish that I had, because I don't have anything to look back on except my memories, and honestly, who can remember the main characters of a book you just read? Although I do tend to remember the names and details when I read fantasy series because I'm spending more than one book with those characters in that plot. Currently, my favorite series is The Realm of the Elderlings by Robin Hobb. I still have a few books left in the series, but I can't imagine that it won't stay a favorite when I'm done with it. My other favorite read of 2024 was Artificial Wisdom by Thomas Weaver, which is a sci-fi techno-thriller mystery that takes place in the year 2050 and gives us a look at what the climate and the world scene might look like at that time. That's it, just a few bookish goals for 2025. I'm excited to be here, Booktube, and I can't wait to meet you all. Oh yeah, since this is Booktube, I think I'm supposed to say like and subscribe for more.